getting so bougie with my dosing. Like, I prefer a certain type of... I'm gonna leave that alone. I'm gonna chill. You can hear Mr. outside. He's doing the hedges. He just mowed the lawn and he's doing the hedges now. Did y'all see Birth of a Nation? Did you see Birth of a Nation? No. Oh, wee. Y'all almost saw all my business. Some of y'all need to be aware that if you do your videos with shades on or any kind of glasses, but particularly shades, because shades offer a dark background for them, if people can see all your business that you intended for them not to see, you facing the camera and all the mess is in the back, you got shades on to hide yourself. But all the stuff that you meant for the camera not to be facing is on blast through your shades. Have you ever looked at anybody and tried to see in their eyes what you could see through their eyes? I'm not talking deep right now. I mean like literally. Like use their eyeball, their pupil, like you use the shades, somebody's shades to see what's behind you, or like a mirror, a mirror. I've done that a couple of times in my life. Where I'm doing it now. I'm looking in my pupil in the camera and seeing how much of what's back there that I can see. And I can't see anything because I can't see in general. My eyesight sucks. Oh, did I tell y'all? I went all the way to the DMV and it was closed. I went on a Monday, it was closed on a Monday. And so then I went back that next day and stood in that godforsaken line with all them ratchet ass melanin-less N-words and got up to the front of the line. And that mug said, oh, this is for your state ID. Like, your driver's license is not expired till 2019. And I was like, say what? And I snatched that paper back and I looked at it. I was like, bitch, I'm out. It was cracking up. I was like, I don't need to spend one more second around these people than necessary. That was uncalled for. I feel you. I'm out. And I can renew my ID at the same time that I do when I have to renew the driver's license. Okay. That's what's up. Yeah, but as I was saying, did y'all see Birth of a Nation? That shit wasn't nothing but Roots 2.0. I really hate when... Hate is a strong word. You know, I'm going to stop prefacing with that. You say what you mean. You know, and your hate might not be as malicious as the next man. So, I hate it. I hate when somebody coming out with an amazing new black show. And before I say this, in all fairness, if we want more black show options, 100% of them are not going to be fantastic. I realize that. So I just want to say that before I go in, like I'm about to. But I hate when somebody comes out with a new black show that's coming out and you like, sweet, ooh, I can't wait. And then you go and watch it and then you're like, it's some bullshit. Or you watch it and it's really good at first. And then it's like, this some bullshit. You know, I would like to think that even if I had a loved one and even if they disagree, if they had something, if they were exercising their creativity and it didn't come out quite like, and I felt like it didn't come, it don't matter what I feel like, but I felt like it didn't come out, this didn't come out like you think it was going to come out. I would like to think that people that truly love people would be able to say that, but I know they can't. People can't tell people that. People can't tell people the truth. Let me just let y'all know right now, I can handle some truth. If it is indeed the truth. I can do it. But, yeah, I'm watching some of these shows, and the thing is, they condition y'all so that it doesn't take much. It'd be a reality TV, so it doesn't take much to convince you of stuff, right? So, like, I'll give you examples, bitch. Scandal. Let's do Scandal. It took me 3 years to decide to be on. I don't know if it's like, it might not be 3 years, because they do seasons, like, they do 2 seasons in a year's time now. But anyway, it was season 3 was up and finished before I and almost finished before I decided I was going to see what the Scandal hoopla was, right? So, we decided, because I wasn't gonna suffer that bullshit by myself. So Mr. had to come along for the ride. We do this shit. We do this together. That's why I said I should record us watching some of this bullshit, man. But some of it is fantastic. Like, you know, just like I realized, you know, I call bullshit, but at the same time, I mean, it's just fair. It's just truth. I give credit where credit is due. And Blackish, Y'all did that. Okay, you're deserving of all your accolades, and you're consistent. But what I can't stand is when something started out good. I can't stand when it's bad to begin with. But if it's bad to begin with, it's just bad. And people wasn't all that talented in the ways that they thought they were. Okay, fine. But when something starts out pretty good, I won't say amazing. I know y'all think it's amazing, but when something starts out pretty good, like, I still don't hold my breath, because not that I'm pessimistic, but writers be getting tired and or lazy. You can have a fantastic idea, and when you initiate the execution, it's still fantastic, but it only takes a few minutes to suck. Yeah, so we started watching Empire during the third season. We went to the first season and started from there. In the name of supporting black people on television. Man, we went ahead and put up with, because we like to be fair, we went ahead and put up with the first 2 seasons. When it gets to I don't know how well y'all been paying attention to me, but Mr. knows I can predict certain writing styles get really predictable to me. Anyway, I had to first, to be fair, I had to first get past that. You have some people that be doing too much, saying, oh, making black women look bad or whatever. And they are, but it's what they do. But in the real scheme of things, if we're going to have a bunch of black shows, it's going to be some of everything on there, right? It's going to be some of everything. So it's going to be some black bitches to make decisions that are founded in fuckery. Because they do. They do in real life. They do on TV. But I agree. I did not like that she needed to be the president's jump off. The mistress, if you will. The hot mammy that the master is willing to smash when he gets tired of Becky. So, there's that. I mean, I only had so much of a problem with it because it's realistic. Y'all know what kind of choices y'all make. And you know that you admire her. You admire Olivia Pope for being able to get things done. When you boil it all down, for being able to cover up some bullshit. Criminal bullshit. But it's quote-unquote above all our pay grade, so that makes it okay, right? Right. But I'm gonna leave that alone. That's neither here nor there. Let's stick to just the general storyline, because stories are going to have people in it, and people are people, right? I just said that. When we first start watching, one of the first things we learned was a gladiator never cries, and a gladiator, something else, is never wrong, or something like that. Yeah, is never wrong, and one thing was never wrong, and the other thing was... a gladiator never cries, right? And I was like, bitch, Olivia does both of those things all the time. It's like I'm the only one who notices that her entire MO is being wrong and crying. I'm like, she's wrong about everything. Everybody think Olivia Pope figures out stuff and then cleans it up and whatever. But even just, all real human moral character aside, just going by the storyline, gladiators are all this, always right, and they never cry. Like, she was bawling about everything. And, going to she needed to have time for herself, looking off into the distance and crying over this and drinking over that. And she was always wrong. Everything she speculated was wrong. I remember there was a situation that somebody got killed or whatever, and she made a speculation of it. This is not an isolated incident. Like, the whole first season, if I recall, she was like, this is what's going on in this situation. And then a person involved in the situation would come to her and be like, no, such and such came to me, and this happened. And so then they would have to clean up based on the real story. Whatever politician, was covering up some relationship he had with some little girl. And she had to come clean it up, I guess, because he needed to run for another office. You know how that kind of shit goes. But anyway, I was like, she's wrong about every... like a private investigator figured out what's going on. She was always wrong. And it would always be someone who's involved in a situation that she would end up talking to and interviewing. And they would tell her what's happening. I'm like, between Olivia Pope and the Gladiators, I just wasn't feeling any of them. But shout out to Carrie, because Carrie, she been that chick for a long time. And she got into Hollywood and did exactly what she set out to do. And I'm going to leave that right there. So there's that. That was Scandal. Ugh. What a bore. I mean, not a bore. That's extreme. That is exaggerated. I mean, it held my interest, but I'm like, I'm not impressed. I was so unimpressed. I was really unbothered. And we tried having have-nots. That was pulling teeth. Because y'all know I did not want my TV on. I didn't want him. I did. Y'all can let Iyanla fix your life. Okay. But I'm going to need Iyanla to have her own life fixed before she thinks she can figure mine out.
You know, I just ended a relationship, a 14-year relationship at my age. You know why? After 14 years, I recognize he don't love me the way I want to be loved. I just don't want to be loved like this. See, I don't get to tell people how to love me. I get to see how they love and then choose if I want to participate. So for 14 years, I was hoping, okay, he's going to get it. 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 And then I said, you know what? He ain't getting it. And it's okay. I don't choose to participate in the way he loves. Now, I got a bunch of degrees, and it took me 14 years to get that. Thank God I couldn't get pregnant. So, you know, you get to make that choice and look at carefully and consciously and honestly, ruthlessly, what you did and how you did it so that you don't do that ever again.
Y'all love to go to all the like most mixed up people for anyway, that's neither here nor there. But I was not willing or interested to. But at the same time, we're in a zone in this country where I want to support black art, you know. So we watched the Have and Have Nots, and I was actually able to hold on for half a season or a season. It had to be the whole season because I was surprised. I was surprised and impressed with my own self. I was like, I held on, you know. And it was hard because of the Oprah and the Tyler that I know. But it lived up to my expectations. And by the way, quite frankly, we wrote the Have and the Have-Nots off as a Scandal 2.0. It ain't nothing but Scandal 2.0. Candace was your Olivia Pope, except she wasn't fixing stuff. She was just going around hoeing and sleeping with politicians and shit. And then blackmailing. She was just an open hoe. You know, like, shit, I was a prostitute. And he was my biggest client. So now we have an opportunity to, what do you call it? Not money laundering, not blackmailing. Starts with an E. Why do I want to say entourage? Extort. There you go. She wanted to extort some money to do some shit. Because that's what hoes do. Ain't mad. She started out a hoe. When you sign up to stick your penis into the actual vagina. Or stick your penis anywhere on a hoe. You know, consequence come with it. If you stick any genital anything voluntarily anywhere near, in, or on or in a hole, there are consequences that accommodate that. Why does half my face look different? This half of my face look fat, and this half doesn't. Is it because I'm laying like that? Maybe. No. Look at my eyes. Anyway. So yeah, having a have-nots was just a Scandal Junior. I wonder did Scandal side-eye having have-nots like, that's what we doing now? Oprah and Tyler, we doing that? That's what we doing? I wonder if the Scandal creative team was side-eyeing them. But you can't say shit to them, right? Because Oprah, right? You can't offend her. Okra. You can't offend her. Don't mess with Okra. Because all the females come for you. She got her own beehive. She got an O-hive. She got an ozone. Okra got an ozone that will come for you for saying anything derogatory. Man, some sociopaths be so powerful. But I guess, you know, if anybody think that they can capitalize off of your success, boy, they will pretend to be in your corner, and it'll be convincing to most people. But that's okay. So yeah, so having and have-nots got real. That got old real fast. I mean, real fast. And it was so, you know how when they're amateur actors and they're like so much time between the lines, they might have done it on purpose to be fair, because sometimes in editing, in post, it's easier sometimes in post, it's easier for the editors to edit. But if that's the case, then it's the editor's fault, because they should have cut the exchange of lines closer together, or, timed them believably, where the emotions, kind of. Anyway, it really made the actors look amateur, so I don't know if they're really good actors or not. I did enjoy some of their chemistry. Some of them had good chemistry with one another as individual actors, or not duet, but when people work opposite each other, there were a couple of people that had really good energy. But at the end of the day, Tyler, girl, bye. But again, I ain't mad. Opportunists are gonna collaborate, and they're gonna come up with, no matter what you say, the world is going to interpret it as magical. No matter what you say. You know why? Literally because they have money and popularity. That's it. But yeah, Birth of a Nation, we're number Roots 2.0. And I was really mad that I watched the thing to be supportive, and I felt like they were speaking on black struggle in America, and they were. But look, I don't know who wrote it. Nate, look, I'm not gonna bring up his rape case, okay? Because I believe that he was set up. And I don't have any compassion for him being set up, because he walked right into it. Voluntary victims are, some of them can, very few. But let me just generalize and say, you are unable to compassion pimp me. Okay? Especially, YouTube gonna send that to spam. And shout out to YouTube. I can't stand you, bitch. But I appreciate how you catch people. Spam trolls. I don't care about the other trolls, because they don't bother me. Which is why they don't come over here. I don't have haters and stuff that y'all be talking about, but the spam trolls, and they so horrible. Like, if you were smart, you would know my page is not the page where you're gonna get popular. People ain't coming over here. Plaster that shit on my page. Number two, number one, I'm gonna call you out, and then the people that you could have fooled ain't gonna be fooled no more. Fooled me once, can't get fooled again. Yeah, so Birth of a Nation was simply Roots 2.0, and what made it clear to me that this was clearly, if not written by Becky and them and her daddy and stuff, they made them a deal that they couldn't refuse, where they pretty much rewrote and rearranged. Did y'all see that episode of Good Times when Thelma wrote a play? And then they were like, "Oh yeah, this is fantastic, and we'd like to put your play on, buy your play for $200 and put it on." And so everybody, the Evans family was excited. $200, yes, do my play, hunty. So the white lady came over and she said, "Hey Thelma, good to see you, blah blah blah." She's like, "It's just one thing. The director kind of wants you to change to this, to such and such." It was some kind of hood vernacular. And he wanted it. He's like, because it should span across all audiences. So Thelma was like, "Oh, well, okay. I guess I could change that." And so they did that a couple more times. And then at the end, there was a line where the character that Thelma created, said, "I'm a proud, strong black woman," and blah 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 blah. And so that was one of the things that they wanted her to change too. And that was the final straw. Thelma was like, "You know what? The character in the play, the lead character, is a black woman. And so she's speaking her truth. So guess what? No ma'am. No ma'am. No ma'am, that's $200 I'm gonna miss out on." So they put Becky's grandma out the house after that. Not rudely, but they escorted her to the door. She needed to go. Ain't gonna be no play. Not this one. But in real life, they would change a few things and steal that bitch's play and slap Becky's name on it and ball out, because white culture. So yeah, you could tell it was written by white people, or approved white people, stamped white people. Yeah, it was Becky compliant. We'll say that. Birth of a Nation was Becky compliant. It was sickening. They made sure they showed you every throat cut, hanging, lynching, slave raping, made sure, even though they did that in Roots, but this was like Roots 2. This was like, oh, it was just a violent. It was worse than Roots in terms of showing what they did to us. The beatings, the killings, the mutings and maimings and shit. But then when it came for the white people to get theirs, They hardly showed any detail on that. We hardly even saw that. All you saw was, at the end, Nate Parker. I'm going to say Nate Parker because Nate Turner didn't, this ain't. Anyway, at the end, Nate Parker, well, let me say it like this. The character that Nate Parker played, because I'm not even going to do Nate Turner like that. The character that Nate Parker played, at the end, he was holding a torch and had the people behind him, and he was like, you know, on some charge. You know, the part that they put in the trailer to make your monkey ass go and see the movie. He was like, ah, so they all ran, and they still did the little mutiny thing, killed all the little people and stuff. But they didn't show none of that. They didn't show the white people getting taken out one by one. They didn't show none of that. Okay. But it was important for the storyline for them to show details of what they did to us through the entire movie. I have a whole lot more to say on it, but it's not fresh on my mind. I watched it like a couple of weeks ago. And I'm still mad about my 2 hours, you know. I want it back, you know. And as I said in the beginning of this video, I know that the dues that we have to pay to have more black people on the air is you're going to have to deal with the bad just like you deal with the good. But I'm just here to say that you need to call that Roots Jr. or some shit. It ain't nothing but Roots. Doctored up the way. I was thoroughly disappointed. But yeah, I was very pleased with Blackish. And I've just written that off as good. You know, some shows I like, but there's time for them to get whack. Like Insecure. I like Insecure. I've loved her since she was awkward black girl. I don't fuck with her no more because she's Hollywood now. But that's inevitable. It's human nature. It's human nature. Almost everybody, except for me. But almost everybody. You know, you got to do what you got to do to keep it pushing. I'm not mad at that. But I don't really fuck with her personally no more. I'm in love with her hairstylist, though. And I've been in love with her hairstylist for as long as I've been in love with her. Longer. I knew who her hairstylist was before I knew who she was. And I knew who she was with Awkward Black Girl. I'm just going to call it, matter of fact, I'm just going to call it ABG. Because in case there are some people out there that might watch this video, or a handful of people that might watch this video and want to go and try to push up on her and be like, hey, I remember when you did such and such. You know, people will steal your memories and call them their own on this social media thing. You know, and I've been knew that. Like when I did my video tribute when he first passed away, I was careful about what I revealed in that video because I know that people will steal my memories with him. And then they'll probably go to his family and talk to him like it's theirs. Like, oh yeah, I remember when me and Bernie met. No, bitch, that wasn't you. That didn't happen with you. So, but I'm going to keep on suffering through and watching this shit. I'm accustomed to it because when people were actually casting me regularly, we watched a ton of black independent films. And you can imagine how many bad ones we had to sit through. But then there were also a handful of great ones that I would love to promote. But some of them I won't because the people in it ain't shit. Ain't that terrible of me? That's kind of petty, but it's petty for a moral reason at least. At least I'm not petty for sport like most of you bitches. But yeah, if it's somebody I don't really fuck with. Like there's, for example, that there's this one guy who is known in indie circles. And he's in like so many damn indie movies, black indie movies. But this guy, he posted, I used to follow him on Instagram. He blocked me though. And let me tell you why he blocked me. This will give you insight. This will give you insight on why I don't fuck with him. So, like, I'm not even offended that he blocked me. Because it just reiterates what I was speculating. You know what I mean? So, I don't mind that kind of thing. Oh yeah, y'all tell me if y'all been blocked by celebrities. I find that entertaining when I've been blocked. I mean, not for trolling. If you trolling, you need to be blocked. But tell me if you ever got blocked by a celebrity or a popular person. But yeah, I got blocked because this is why. He was saying how he can't stand, like it's disrespectful for people who don't know him to call him. Let's say his name is Michael, and it's that common. He has that common of a name, okay, and a name that always gets shortened. What does Michael get shortened to? Mike, okay? So he has one of these common names, like Michael, and he made a post, and the post was basically saying, he was ranting about people who don't know him, fans, if you will, approaching him and calling him Mike, because they don't know him like that. They don't know him well enough to call him Mike. Bro, your name is Michael. Like, who's not going to call you Mike in America? Who is not going to call you Mike? That seems number one. You have a common name that is commonly shortened. And so what are you saying? What are you saying to your fans right now? Because you have fans. I'm not one of them. But you have fans. Like, So I basically commented, I said, wow. I was like, I wouldn't have guessed that something like that would offend you so much. I said, it seems like to me that most of your fans who meet you for the first time would probably refer to you as Mike. I'm just saying that because I don't want to say his name. But I was like, most of your fans who admire you seem like would probably address you as Mike. Because it's not uncommon for people to do that with a common name. So he got mad that I said that and blocked me. He got mad that I said, wow, I wouldn't have guessed that something like that, something that small would offend you. And it seems like most people who admire you or who are your fans would address you as Mike. But that's just me. Y'all know I always add that. I did add, but that's just me. I wish I had I think I might have taken a picture of it. But if I did take a picture of it, that's sad. Because if I took a picture of it, it's because I knew he was going to be... and he didn't want 1,000 people coming and liking my comment. Because that would make him look like he is. Bitch, you really get mad because your name is Michael and people call you Mike? That would be like if my name was Susan and I'd be mad because people call me Sue. Or if my name was Margaret and I got mad because people call me Marge. People don't call people Margie anymore. Margie, that's an old lady name now, huh? That's an old lady name now. People don't call... Do people name their babies Brenda? Brenda? I'm gonna have to start dyeing my hair black. Jet black. Or maybe brown black. But dark brown is not getting it anymore. Because it just turns right back to this natural sandiness. And I like it, but it's not like that all over. And my gray, you can still see the gray, plenty. It makes my naps pronounced. I should go check on Mister. Speak of the angel. Because he's an angel. Even though he don't got no booty no more. He don't got no booty no more, y'all. What's up, assless? He said, wow. Okay. What? I get it. What? Taking care of that lawn?
Yeah, man. He got lucky because when they did the roof, you know they fucking up your plants?
Mm-hmm.
Or they fucked up the weeds, so they smashed them all up. He still got something going, but... Yeah, right. My ass so fat and juicy.
Butt crack.
Oh, look, I just realized this is a nice little background. You know, you can't see me. They can't see nothing.
Oh, okay. You look like you should be doing some astrology or something.
Ooh, don't get me started. Oh, look, my nails kind of, the blue matches the purple. It makes it look violet.
Violet?
Violet.
Oh.
I was talking trash about the
About me?
Birth of a Nation.
About me or Birth of a Nation?
Birth of a Nation, and then I somehow, you know how I be all...
I somehow got
90% slavery movie?
Roots
Yeah,
Junior.
90% Roots Junior.
Roots 2.0.
Actually, probably more like 5% of rebellion.
If that.
Yeah, summarize it.
Mm-hmm.
And then I was talking about how Having Have-Nots is a Scandal 2.0. Both of which the writers got tired fast in the mud. Exhausted ass tired writers. But Black is good. Insecure is okay. Atlanta's decent.
Pretty decent.
Oh, did they have new episodes of Atlanta?
I think they got it. I think they might have got a new season. We check it out. Oh, The Get Down. They scared me that second season. Looked like they might be getting tired, the writers.
I like the direction it was going at
Original.
first, and then it derailed like the 4th episode.
Mm-hmm. Because they had fantasy in it. You know what I mean? They had martial arts. Even though it wasn't martial arts. The whole era of what boys love. The B-boy era. And then it turned into a quinceañera for that hoe that don't even respect him in the relationship. She doing what girls do, and she just want to get what she can get to her career started.
Exactly. That's what I was about to say. She was doing her.
Gold digging.
You know.
You know, he get a little something. Now she want to come running back. Ooh.
Yeah, I forgot about that. He blew up, then she interested. That's how it works. But she was clear from the beginning. She was like, you know what this is?
She was.
You know what this is. I'm trying to be famous, boo. She gonna get hemmed up. Cause if that dude wouldn't have known her uncle, you know what I mean? She get hooked up with a manager. Cause she went to his apartment, and he's a drug addict. He had all them hoes in the apartment, remember? I'm like, girl, you gonna get what you asking for, child. And she not that talented. I'm just saying.
You don't know what she do on the casting couch?
I need to see it, cause when she be on the stage, though.
What you do on the casting couch?
That's what counts.
Well, you get more leeway on the stage. If you suck on the casting couch, then you have your A game on the stage. But if you're really good on the casting couch, then you can kind of go and do a B.
You need to rephrase that, because actually, if you suck on the couch, you might make it. But you ain't heard that from me. You might make it if you suck on the couch.
That's why you ain't make it.
That's why I didn't make it. I wasn't down. What kind of... Oh, you got pain in your nose hair.
I do. Oh, man.
I was like, you going gray just
I
in
did
your...
have a gray hair in there, though, before. Let me go cut this shit out right now.
Yeah, because it looks like you going gray just in your nose. Ooh, I'm not jealous of y'all with the nose hair situation.
See, that filters out all the paint.
Are you on the toilet? I got something on the TV, but I might be able to fix it just by pressing menu, though. Something's with the TV, but I might be able to fix it by pressing menu.
That's okay. I'm just doing my personal grooming. See? You can't see. You don't have
I thought it said menu.
Press the input key. It's on the bottom left or the top left?
Right.
Bottom left.
Lies. You trying to set me out.
I'm ready. Yeah, put you know what?
There we go. Now exit.
Cable. Go down the cable box. No, do it again.
Really?
Hit it again and go and scroll down.
Get your patience together.
4. Me?
Yeah, I'm hitting the arrows.
Hit the input again.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you gotta go down the cable.
Dang, how did I do that? The Poseidon Adventure. Do y'all remember that movie? You see my eyeliner coming off. But do y'all remember the Poseidon Adventure? Hustle and Flow. Ooh, Empire. That was going to be the next one I was going to get, child. The Poseidon Adventure. Man, this movie murders Titanic. They just don't make movies the way they used to. Nice. Come here, boy. Now you look like you got hit with that thing last night.
Does it look like? Because I did get hit with that thing.
Oh.
She had a little too much.
You alright? You alright? Don't worry about it.
So that's all you gotta do is walk around and do this? You strutting around to my hygiene together. Huh? When you came in, I'm not doing just get my hygiene together.
My personal grooming I was doing. You called me in here.
But you gotta strut.
Hey, you wanted to share something.
You know what though?
What?
That made a world of difference.
It does. I should have did my ear. Look at my ear. I usually hit my earlobes.
I don't really see nothing.
Oh, no, earlobe.
Oh, you did that?
No, not earlobe. I'm sorry, this part. What do you call this part right here? But when I have those latex gloves on, they grip real good, and I just pull them out.
Really? Now I can't see it. I'm a fist fight you. You know, black people don't do loose hairs.
You don't do loose hairs even though you shed all over the house?
Even though I shed all over the house, black people don't do loose hairs. I'm shedding right now, probably. Well, not on this pillow. That's why I like this pillow. That's why Black Girl Magic does silk. Seems like silk does absorb your moisture out of your hair. You gonna problem solve this whole world. You got work. That's okay, cause you got a job on your hands. When you get to fixing that toilet, I don't need you to go to DC. You got some things on your plate.
Got nothing to do with DC.
You got things on your since you want to save the world. Okay. He kept it real. It's a lot of dead bodies in there. Don't touch it. The Poseidon Adventure murders Titanic. Murders it, smashes it a million times in a million pieces.
A million?
Yep. Oh, it doesn't matter, but I can eat whatever. Just like I said, I definitely have an appetite, but I probably won't gorge. But who knows? If I do, it'll be the first time in a long time.
If you want.
Gorge. Gorge out on what? It depends on what you get. You need an escort?
Not really.
Okay, cool. I might be showered by the time you get back. You gonna be jealous?
Not really.
Whoop that trick! Whoop that trick! Whoop that trick! This funny ass movie. Look at me. She didn't even know she was gonna get her ass whooped for saying she's scared. she trying to have a conversation. He coming clean with her, so she trying to share it with him. He gonna whoop her ass for it. Bitch, did I ask you what your dreams was like? All right, Miss Maxine. You see Mrs. Maxine one? Let's hear that again. Well, Auntie Maxine. Well, she loving this moment. Good for her. Because what people don't know is Maxine Waters been hot since I was in college. I had older friends. I didn't know what they was talking about, but they was singing Miss Waters' praises. Oh, that's better. What'd you print out?
The insurance estimate. So I can make sure I know what they didn't do and I did.
Oh, okay.
How much it was.
People don't be ready for you.
You know what? Because my demeanor, they think that I'm just like.
And nobody look right. Nobody looks at that stuff. Nobody looks at that stuff. And you do. And when it's all said and done, it ain't gonna hurt them to cave to one guy. You know what I mean? But everybody should get what's due them, you know?
The thing is, they could if they just did what,
Yeah.
Well, that's a lot more. Unfortunately, I understand that even better than you because it's a sucker ass thing to be that lax, and that's how the government gets us so easy. It brainwashes us. They in one breath they tell you read everything you sign, in the other breath they train you to click on terms and agreement, knowing damn well you can't read that whole goddamn thing.
you gotta take it to a lawyer even if you did read it.
Even if you did read it, you gotta take it to a lawyer because you're gonna understand like 7% of it. They know this, but they have to make it look like they care so much. We care so much, so we put this in writing for you, so you would understand. The making. No, you didn't. You put it in writing so we would not understand the makings of this shit. You think he jamming? Pop that ass for some cash. Pop.
I try and do my hair every couple months because it keeps the tricks guessing, you know?
She remind me of Dee Dee.
Well, my hair has to be redone a lot because, these ain't no real braids, it's just extensions.
Tell her Dee Dee.
Everybody else said my hair looked
Real fast. Put your hands on your knees. Shake it real fast. Shake it real fast. Shake it real fast.
No, I said you're gonna get that 20 cents interest
Yeah.
on it.
Yeah.
Cause I told you that's what I think credit card companies do.
Of course.
They fuck people over when they hold on to that money and all the millions of dollars, collect a couple of $1 million in interest. And then when people catch it, they be like, give me my money. They be like, oh, my bad. What probably happened was, but nobody got to pay for that. And in fact, you get paid for having stole my money and hold on to it. Oh, okay. I see you. I see you, credit card company. They trying to make me want a chalupa.
He got no legs now, dude.
Yeah, that nigga just doing yoga.
He got legs or not?
Yeah, he got legs.
His legs folded up in there?
Yeah.
And he think he gonna get to that level?
It inspired him. You can't.
I mean, he might. You're right.
It shook him enough to want to do it.
That $500 came, right? Grand Budapest Hotel. It appears to be a period piece because it was made in 2014, but it looks like it's set in 1940 something. I'm presuming it's a good movie because it's on Viceland. Ooh. Oh my God. I don't even know how to explain what I just saw. What the fuck? I knew it was gonna be a good movie. So Mister's going to pick up food, and I want to get in the shower and be out when he comes back. Maybe put my hair in some kempt puffs, a couple of them.